As usual with my haul videos, we're going to start with the larger items. So this has been sitting at this one particular Goodwill for a while. It was $3, which was already a great price, but I guess I was just not in the mindset to buy it. And then when orange tags went half off, I picked it up. It's a picture, like something from the late 50s into the 60s. Very dapper, French-looking lady. It looks like she is near some kind of, like, oh, what's the name of those? Pavilion, like a French pavilion of some sort. Nothing else to go with it, but I thought it would be great for a live sale, so I only paid $1.50 for it. So if this is something you're interested in, keep your eyes peeled because it might show up in one of my sales, whenever that will be. So this was another fun find at one of my local stores. Actually, it's not local, it's about a 20-minute drive from here. So this is, oh, I guess I have it too far back so you guys can't see the label. This is a Majestic Creations 52 by 70 inch tablecloth with 6 napkins. It's all rayon. It's made here in the United States. Now it does have a a zip code, so it is after 1963. Now, I don't know if you all can see the price, but I did pay it $8 for it, but I felt that that was really well worth it. And again, this is another item that's going to go in my live sale, so I hope you all will stay tuned for that. It's brand new and sealed. Nobody's ever used this. It's mint. So I'm sure some of you all are wondering, why do you have a big old jar of seashells? Now, this thing weighs a ton, and no, I'm not going to be putting this in a live sale. However, the shells will be going to one, if I don't keep a few of them for myself. I mean, I might just throw them all in there. I know some people who do, or who have antique booths that like to display certain pieces for different times of the year. I know Jen the Pudgy Picker will take like those hurricane vases that you can find at the craft stores or at your local thrift stores. She'll fill them up and she'll with shells and other nautical things, and she'll sell them as decor, and she does really well with those. So I'll probably put these in a sale, maybe just for about $8 and just sell all of them. But I bought the jar itself, and that's why I wanted it, because I've had the hardest time finding jars for cheap lately. So this jar of shells was only $3. So I could not leave this behind, and you all know I love to do the junk jars where I find lots of cool smalls and I just throw them in a jar and they make fun conversation pieces. So eventually I'm gonna have to get this thing unscrewed, take all the shells out, put them in a bag, and get them ready for my live sale. So again, so basically $1.50 for all the shells, $1.50 for the jar. You just can't say no to that. So I'm hoping this little lady here doesn't give you all the creeps. I found this in a booth, and I just really liked the way she looked because she's dressed as a vintage nurse. And the doll itself is plastic, so it was made in the 50s or 60s, and it's portraying a nurse from the World War I era. She would look great if you were doing like a, I don't know, even a World War II display, she would look great. If you all remember, I found a book that was issued by President Roosevelt at the height of World War II. It was issued out to the public, and it's in the original envelope. I think this would look great displayed with that. I will pull it out of storage if I can find it. I'm sure it's downstairs somewhere. I have a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I just like the way she looks, and she's definitely has that vintage nurse look, and that's what drew me to her. I only paid $1 for her, so I was really, really excited to own this piece. So now that we've looked at all of the larger stuff, let's go ahead and jump into some of the smaller stuff. So I paid $2 for this Matchbox Rubik's Triamid. This is what it looks like. I can't remember exactly what it goes for, but it's going to go on Amazon. It's from 1990, so it's 30 years old, roughly. So that's going to go there. Again, I wouldn't have bought it had it not been worth me... I was about to say worth me time. Worth my time to buy. So I went ahead and got that. And by the way, I spent $40 at this mall, so that should that should tell you something. This is all jumbled up, so it's not going to be in complete order of when I got it, but you all get the picture. This piece was 75 cents. I just really liked the look. There's a bird flying out of a cage. It's kind of like that speckled, sandy texture. It's got a mark on the bottom of it, so I'll probably do a Google Lens search and see if I can figure out who this was made by and when it was made. If I had to guess, it's probably from the 60s, 50s or 60s, just judging by that pink and then the speckled gray. I just think it's really cool. Oh, look, bird out. Oh, it's the same image, just different, just on a different side. But yeah, I mean, this is giving me either Lefton vibes, but again, I'm going to have to do my research and determine whether I'm putting this in a live sale or if this is going to go on eBay. So, depending on what I find and how much it's worth, we'll determine what I do with it. Oh, these are really cute, and I think these are definitely going to do well in a live sale. I'll adjust my camera in just a second here. So it's these cute little kittens, and they have little tufts of string with them. How stinking adorable are they? So I paid $1.50 for the set of them. No cracks or chips, and I don't think they have them. Oh, they do. They're marked UNESCO. Super, super cute, and if you are a cat lover, these would be great to add to your kitten kitschiness. Running with the theme of animals, this came from that vendor mall. I got 2 poodles, and I think they're both from Japan. I got the set for $1. Like, how I could not leave these behind. I knew that these would sell in a live sale, so I had to buy these. For $1 for 2, that's 50 cents a piece. I think I can do pretty well with these. If I don't break them. So this is I believe this had, I don't even know what was in it at one point. It's just a little glass, and it's got 4-leaf clovers on it. No markings on it to indicate who made it. Oh, maybe there is. Or maybe I'm just seeing things. Nope, that's just gunk. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Paid 50 cents for that. That'll go into a live sale if you collect vintage glassware. This is something that, if it were me, I would use it if I'm just gonna take a pill or something. Like if I have to take an Advil, it's right by the sink in the bathroom, and chug it down. Or if you're a boozer, good shot glass. So I paid 75 cents for this piece. Now it's a Sarah Coventry piece. And I didn't know that until after I brought it home because they have this bag taped up. It's a really cool fish necklace. None of the rhinestones are missing. I did look it up just to see if it was worth anything, and it's not. But that's alright because I like it. Now this is just going to go in my junk jar. And see, it is marked... Oh, am I holding it backwards? Yep, it's marked Sarah Coventry. But I just thought that was very, very fun, and yeah, I mean, I couldn't say no to that. Paid $0.25 for this mug. This is a Boy Scout of America mug. And it's got the tenderfoot patch on the front here. So that does have USA on the bottom. So that's probably just going to go in a live sale. I'm going to look it up again just to make sure that it's not worth anything. And if it's not, to the live sale it goes. This is a little naughty, but I thought it was really funny. And it's just a novelty gag gift. It says, place sick on the stretcher and carry to nearest vet. It was $1, and it just has a little hammock. No, not a hammock. What do they call this? It's like a, oh, what is that called? A cot. Like a vet cot, like an emergency cot to carry someone away. So that's just going to go right into my jar of oddities and novelties. found another one of those Gillette Super Speed one-piece razors for $5. So that is worth only about 25 to 30, so I will have that one listed that I shared in my last video, hopefully up, and then when that one sells, I will list this one. For 25 cents, I found this World's Fair piece, and I like the shape of it because it looks like a sun. It's for the 1964-1965 New York World's Fair, Unisphere. This was, oh, if I didn't mention it already, 25 cents, no cracks or chips. That's just gonna go right into my jar. I couldn't leave that behind. This came from a thrift shop that I hadn't visited before, and I decided to just check it out. It was 99 cents. It's from 1997, and it's got Bugs Bunny on it. It was released by the U.S. Postal Service. It was originally $4.99, guess marked down to $3, and then the thrift shop got it and marked it to $1. So couldn't leave that behind, because Bugs Bunny is my favorite Looney Tunes character. Misty, look away if you're watching. I've got some clowns. This one's from 1976. It was a quarter. Funny enough, one of the ladies that works at this thrift store, whom I've talked to a lot, was walking by the display where all of these were, and as soon as she looked over, she freaked out, and I was trying my hardest not to laugh because it was just so dramatic. So this one says Duncan Enterprises from 1976. So this, again, is just going to go into my jar of oddities. Now I also have another set of clowns, and again, they were a quarter each. They're not marked anywhere other than to say that they are Hong Kong, but this is what they look like. I think I got 2 of these. Maybe I should just send one to Misty as a gag gift, and either that or she may just hate me for that, so I'm not going to do that. I think I got some duplicates, or maybe I didn't. No, I don't think I did, but there's 5 of them at a quarter a piece, so those are just going to go into my junk jar. I do have a bit to get through, so I'm trying to talk quick and get through this so this isn't like a 30-minute video. So this came from the vendor mall. It was $1.50. It's another one of those Schulten Old Spice shave mugs. Now you can tell this one is older because it's not baked on. It's almost like it was stamped on and then glazed over. Paid $1.50. The flea market we just went to, I saw a couple people trying to sell these for 10 and 20 bucks. So that was a really good price on my part. And I know that you all like these, and especially if I can include an old shave brush. So I will definitely be putting that into a live sale. For $2, I thought this was really cool. It's a keychain that was given out by the AAA company for it's called the Golden Wheel Driver Award, and I think this is for somebody who was awarded for perfect 3-year driving record. So that, again, it's only worth about $7.50. I paid $2, so that's just going to be a junk jar item. Another item that's going right into the junk jar is this really cool charm of an old watch in the original packaging with the original paper on it. I just thought that was really, really fun, and for $1, I'm not going to leave that behind. No way. I can't wait to go back to this mall because it's been about a month, so I'm kind of excited to see what people have. This came from another thrift store. I don't know if I have it already. I paid $2 for it. If I have it, it's going to go right into another live sale. This is from the 90s. I think it's commemorating one of, Barbie's, 35th anniversary. It came out in 1995, so that's about 36 years after Barbie came out. So I will check and see downstairs if I have this, and if I do, live sale. Okay, that just knocked over. I couldn't leave this cute little thing behind, even though it's got some damage on it. It's a poodle. You could put anything in here. I mean, if you wanted to put Q-tips or, well, not Q-tips, but cotton balls or something in there, it's really, really cute. It's made by Enesco, Japan, and the only problem with it is it's got this really big chippy whippy on it, but you can turn it a certain way and you're not even going to see it, and it's got a poodle holding a faux rose. Paid 50 cents for that. That'll just go into a live sale. Again, Misty's gonna hate me, but I couldn't leave this behind. It's a ring holder, and it's of a clown. And he's holding an umbrella. I think this is for like earrings or something like that, but I just thought that was fun. And you know, someone tried to sell it for $1, they couldn't, they donated it. The thrift store charged 25 cents. Couldn't leave that behind because that's kind of fun. Now these were a really interesting find. These are made by Platinum. It's a lettering set, so it's kind of like a pen set, or actually it's not kind of like a pen set, it is a pen set. So there's two of them. This one is missing one of the tips. I don't know if it's in the pen or not, I'm gonna have to check, but this one is completely intact, unused. So what I'm going to do is, this one is worth about 15 bucks, so that's why I grabbed it, because it was 75 cents for the set, so I think I got them for like, what is that, 37 and a half cents each. So I might sell them together, or I might sell them individually if I find out that the tip is just in the pen. Or I might just sell them together. Who knows? Now we know that Pudgy Picker loves her zippers, or at least her sister Kim does, so I got this stash of them for like $2, I think. It was either $2 or $1. I think it was 2. And there's a few of them in here, so I'm going to send those to her because I have a whole bunch of them that I got at another vendor mall for her. This was $1. I had this little golden book as a kid, so I was really excited to see it and buy it. So, yeah, this is from, I think, 1970... Okay, so it's from 1979. The first one was from 1971. But that doesn't matter to me at all because I love this little theater, Four Seasons. Maybe I'll do a read-along. I mean, it's not going to take too long, but I think it would just be something fun. Skipper, I got another one of them. I think this one is a brunette. She came from the same vendor mall where I got the other one. They only charged me $1. That's where I got the nurse doll from. So now I have 2 Skipper dolls. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to sell it yet because I don't know. When I find these, I like to buy the original outfits on eBay, and sometimes I can get them pretty cheap. So if I buy them, put the original outfits on them, and I decide to sell one of them, I'll get more because they have the original accessories. I got a Mr. Peanut charm, and he I know was $2. So he's going to go into my junk jar. Now this was a really, really interesting pickup, and I knew it was special when I saw it because it's not something you can just go to the store and buy. So I paid $5 for this, and it's a charm bracelet. Now again, this is just going to be a junk jar item, but what I really found interesting about it, if my phone decides to focus, let me see if I can just get it. Let's see. I guess it's not going to focus for you all. Does that say what I think it says on there? No, because I know some of these charms are marked sterling. Let me see if I can find one that actually has a sterling mark on it. Here we go. If it'll show up or not. Yeah, it's marked sterling, but it's just got a bunch of fun little pieces on it. Like we've got the Eiffel Tower, we've got something from Cuba, we've got a maple leaf from Canada, we've got a pirate, we've got a beer stein, we've got this shoe from, I think, Holland. It's a Delft shoe from Holland. We've got this is that from San Marco? If I'm reading that correctly? No, it just says Capri on it. But yeah, and then we've got this jade monk looking thing. Is that what that is? No, it looks like a tiki of some sort. But yeah, you get the picture. This is just something that you would, I guess, put together. Somebody must have put this together years ago. So it's older, like from the 60s possibly. There's one from Cuba. We've got a horse-drawn carriage there. So yeah, this is just a really, really fun bracelet. I mean, not anything I would ever wear, but it's definitely junk jar worthy. And I thought $5 was a really, really good price. So we're dwindling down to the last 2 items. This was really interesting. And I'll take it out of the box so you guys can see it better. So this was $1. This is called a musical beauty mirror. I would date this to probably the late 1970s or possibly early 1980s. So here's what it looks like and here's what it does. Okay, so let me see if I can get this to show better. So it's got a couple on the beach, and there are seagulls flying around. So what you do is you put the seagull, or you attach the seagull to the mirror, and it's a music box. So 1 second. And the seagull, I guess, just flies around on the mirror, which I think is really cool. I think what drew me to this was the fact that it's a beach scene. Now, in terms of something that's kind of my style, it most definitely isn't. But I thought it was just fun for $1. I did look it up to see if it was worth anything, and I couldn't find it specifically. But if you all remember these, let me know in the comments below because it's different. And yeah, I mean, not something you see every day. Am I right? Am I wrong? And the last thing I want to share with you all for this haul is this 1971 Big Jim Karate Chop action doll from 1971. He does have the stamp on the back of him for Mattel Inc. Now, the pants are original to him. I didn't look him up, I just kind of took the chance with him for $1.50, but when I saw the 1971 stamp, I knew this was probably something different. Now, this is what I think he originally was wearing, but then again, I could be wrong. This is like his original like underwear. So you can position his hand or his arm, and hold on, let me position it maybe here, and then he can karate chop you when you push this little button on the back of him. Depending on what kind of accessories you have with him, he can sell from about $25 up to about $50. I've only got the pants and then this original, I guess, what is it? His bathing shorts, his bathing suit. So I thought he was really cool. I may keep him for a little while and then I might sell him. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do, but yeah, I thought he was definitely interesting. It looks like he was either re-glued or this is a manufacturer flaw of some sort, because there's like goop all over his one arm. I pulled some of it off because it was just like loose linen or loose linen, like loose cloth of some sort. But yeah, I thought he was definitely different. I'd never seen anything like that before, so I went ahead and took the chance. So that's everything I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next one.